bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see a you must take enemy you cheche. Do it for your safety. If you see a don't keep it, you must call to report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia. From the center to interior, Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia. From the center to interior, Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's it's about music. There are crimes in many places, in every community, you can see. So if you see crime, you will report it. Don't take law in your hand, call the right authority. That they can't take your law in. Crime Stopper here for us, bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see a you must take enemy you cheche. Do it for your safety. If you see a don't keep it, you must call to report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Good evening, and welcome to the Nighttime Spin, the Thursday edition, the last edition for the week. As a matter of fact, the very first edition in the month of May. And I'm here tonight. My name is Wendell Nimna, and I'm here with Solomon Baka Reeves. Solomon, you have to, get this blink off and show your face. But let me say good evening to you, Solomon Reeves. Solo, are you there? Solomon, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Solomon, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Solo, we can't hear you. I don't know. We just can't hear you.
Yes, I'm here. I don't know.
Okay, we can see you, but we can't hear you.
Well, I don't know what
I
is the
think
problem.
you have to go off and come back.
Okay.
Solomon just go off and come back. Let's see what is going to happen next. Well, folks, we here again, and we'd like to welcome all of you listening from around the world. Those of you watching us from around the world, Liberians in the diaspora, Liberians in Europe, Liberians in America, Liberians in parts of Africa and Asia following us tonight. Welcome to this edition of the show, The Nighttime Spain. Today is May 1, 2025, and my name is Wendell Nimne. Here with Solomon Reeves, hoping to join Suleiman Tunis and Aliyu Masale. But I'm here for now, and so, every Thursday we talk what's on our mind individually and collectively. That's what we do every Thursday. So this Thursday is of no exception. We are here this Thursday again to talk Liberia. But let me see what I can bring in Solomon Reeves. I hope this time around Solomon's system is okay. I hope this time around we can hear Solomon. Solomon, good evening and welcome.
Good evening, Wendell. Can you hear me?
I still can hear you, Solomon. I don't know. Is
And
your
it's
system
no,
on?
no, it's not from here. It's not muted.
I don't
As
know, but Solomon, I can barely hear you. I don't know
what
for what reason. I don't know, but you have to check your system. I don't know what is the problem is coming from my end,
I think so.
but I'm seeing you and I just can hear you.
I'm hearing you loud and
I
clear.
mean, you bleaching, you getting too bright, oh, but we'll talk about it when you come on. Let me see. Solomon is here. Suleiman is here. Let me see. Suleiman is here. Suleiman is here. Suleiman, you there? Suleiman Tunis, are you there? What is happening? Why I'm not hearing my people? Why I'm not hearing my people
I,
tonight?
I think the problem is from your end.
Okay, I think it's been sorted out now. So, Solomon, how are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. And you?
Well, I'm fine. Thanks for asking. How's everything with you?
Well, we thank God. Everything is fine, and we are getting what we're supposed to get by His grace.
Okay, you can take 30 seconds and greet the audience, then usher in Suleiman.
Well, good evening to you, Wendell, and good evening to our wonderful people of Mama Liberia, and also not forgetting We Nation and all of our Liberian brothers and sisters, as well as friends of Liberia in the diaspora. Good evening to all of you.
Thank you very much, and good evening to you once again. Let's bring in the big man himself, the man Suleiman Hashim Tunis, who is based in New York City. As a matter of fact, Solomon is also in New York, and Tunis is also in New York City. Tunis, good evening and welcome. Tunis, we can't hear you.
You are muted, Tunis, I think.
Good evening, guys. Good evening, Wendell. Good evening, my partner in crime here on the island. Good evening, Mama Liberia. Salam alaikum to my Muslim brothers and sisters. I'm glad to be here to share this platform with you guys. Thank you so much. We're back again with Wendell. What's
Thank
up?
you. Thank you, Tunis. I'm good, my man. What happened? You putting up little weight. I seen your face. What's happening? You eating too much or what?
And that's the formation of the screen, but I'm the same person.
You sure?
I'm sure.
And then
I,
the last time we were together, yeah, you wearing like the way I'm seeing you. You have put
don't
up a
forget,
little bit of weight.
don't forget that we fasted for 1 whole month now,
I
and
know
I'm
that's more eating. Now what I'm talking about, you see,
Recuperating.
you just got exactly what I was saying because I
You are
know you were
catching up.
fasting. Yeah, you got to catch up, my man. Yeah.
So that's how I feel. How was your week, man? Last week we had a little problem with your camera.
Yeah, last week, this technology thing is something that we learn every day, and it's not something that you would just take a whole day to learn. Sometimes it's going to take you a week to get used to setting new systems. So last week I had a bit of problem. We lost, the show, and then we couldn't reconnect again. I felt so bad, but I had to run the show in the absence of you guys. So it's good that
That's
we are here tonight and everything is okay.
Yeah, and tonight is always an open night for everyone in Monrovia across the world. Whoever want to say whatever on your mind, you take a minute and share it with us. Your concern about Liberia government. That's what tonight is all about. Every Thursday night, and we don't know how it's going to be because our boss, man, the immediate boss, which is Wendell, he told me that he will soon be taking a leave. We don't know how long that's going to take, when that's going to come. We pray that it doesn't come soon. You know. So
Man,
this night set for that.
you
Whatever.
can't.
Okay.
Or we get somebody who will be as committed as he is.
Exactly. You know.
Yeah,
Then we miss our how you call it, Friday morning throwback. That's one thing
yeah.
I miss. I took
And I
my
would
Friday
like and I
off.
would like us to start our throwback tomorrow if we have the time.
That would be
Yeah,
great.
I'll be
I
great.
know
I'm
big
always
you. No, 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 Campo, you say inside the thing.
I'll
Me and
I'll I'll
Tina,
be I'll be
me and
there.
Tina with big you. Don't
No,
put you say.
I'm on vacation, so I'm going back to
Uh,
work on the 6th, so I should
oh,
be
then
able to.
that would be
yeah, and
good.
one, and one
Back to
thing
you, Tunis.
and one thing about it this time around, everybody have the link, so you don't say, "Oh, they didn't send me the link" or this and that, so you can come on. Well, the throwback, since you say coming back tomorrow, that because of the throwback, I took Friday to be my day off. Seriously.
No, but
Yeah.
too. You one of those that you left for some time, and then we were missing the throwback because you're the only
Flavor of
guys
it.
that you're the only guys that used to the guy that used to connect the throwback because whenever you on, Solomon would come, Ali would come, Gus would once in
No,
a while pop in. But you
Solomon
remember
never
when you
Solomon never
Solomon
came to the throwback.
no, Solomon
Oh
came on.
yes.
I think he came once or twice. I remember Solomon
Oh,
was
I
come
came
once.
I came a few times.
Yeah, he came a few times and then he left. But then when you took that your break, you went out of states. We stopped doing the show. So it's good
Okay,
that
I
you
mean,
you are back and we can start tomorrow by His grace.
my brother, one thing about this show here, you are in control. You brought us to this station. You are our host, our immediate boss, everything. So whatever you decide for us, the only good thing is you must just be informed and we have to go with it. There's
That's true.
no input on that.
That's
Seriously,
true.
we always told you this. It's not a joke because you're sitting in front of us. Behind your back, we say. In front of you, we say.
Hmm.
Everything like in like America here, yes, Solomon accent. We respect anybody that ahead of you one step, especially when it comes to the workplace. Whether you like the person or not, you have to work with the person. That's how this country. That's how we behave here. So we have great respect for your effort you make
Thank you
us.
very much. Thank you
Yes.
so
And
much.
we miss one of our man, our me man, Nokofo, you
I'm
know.
telling you, man. I'm telling
Oh,
you.
he passed already.
No, 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 no. We
Oh
miss him on
man,
the show. He's
Oh,
still
okay,
living.
okay, okay, okay.
the
Yeah,
man is
man. That
the
was,
man condition cannot permit him to do anything. So
Mhm.
his
yeah,
voice. I remember his voice, man. Once in a
yeah.
while, I used to tune in. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
He and I
You
used to
know.
go on it like hell, you know.
Mm-hmm.
If you used to
Me and
enjoy the show
we
the
ready
way,
that way of laughing. That way of laughing there. When the argument is heated up, you can hear that is calm way of laughing. I miss it.
yeah,
We all
and
miss.
he never get vexed. That's about it.
Yo,
He never
yo,
get vexed.
Nokofo was
So,
just
so,
he's
so
just
how is his condition though?
The
very very
condition,
horrible.
look, my brother, the condition that young man in is better you be. Even I'm sorry, probably because nobody know the future. God can work
Hmm.
mysterious way, but the condition he's in, if I were in that condition, I better be dead than in that condition.
Yeah.
Wow. So
Seriously.
he's a complete the paralysis, where both legs
Yeah,
and
he hardly even recognize somebody now. That's another thing
wow.
to say. Yeah,
Yeah.
so even if
Uh,
you visited him, he hardly recognize you.
yeah. The last time I was able to speak with his brother, and he said, I mean, just the same thing you just said, that it's only God now because before he just got that breath in him, but he's nothing.
Wow.
Exactly.
Yeah, nothing because he doesn't recognize anything. His own kids, he doesn't recognize them.
Wow.
I
Hmm.
mean, he's just waiting on God's time.
So
Wow.
true.
Yeah, so that's the kind of condition he is. So there's nothing we can get from out of him. We just got to keep praying. But the condition he's in right now is not something that we can say that he will recover.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's what I say. Except
if there
God
was
work
if there was room
mysterious.
for improvement, we would have mentioned it because they would know from his condition, when he's improving. But I mean, nothing. When you see the man say, "You Jeffy, that man, there's no need for him to live."
Yeah, but still we can't stop sending prayer for
Hmm.
him.
Hmm.
You
Amen.
know, those who love
Yeah.
him, those who miss him. Because like the Christian say, and I know which is true, that God works mysteriously. So
Mhm.
mysterious mean wonder. That's what it is. So we can't stop sending prayer on his behalf. We can do that.
Wow.
Okay, so let me just recognize a couple of folks watching. I'm using my phone too tonight. Abubakar Kamara is watching. He says, "Let's pray for him. Inshallah, God is there." Thank you so much, Abubakar Kamara. He's watching from Arizona Phoenix. Abubakar, how are you? Hope you're having a wonderful time at work listening to us. Samuel Mawolo Johnson is following. Yasa Zina is also following this live podcast. And DJ SB Nangwe is following. Christina Mami Daniels is also following. Chris, how are you? Long time no see. It's good having you watching this program. And to all of you who just joining in, we want to welcome you to the program, The Nighttime Spain. Back to you, Tunis.
Thank you so much. Just like how my brother we know, just let's send prayer to Wendako. And Nako was one of the strong men in New York, I mean in America here. They brought up this radio LIB. He brought me on and many, many, many other people. He left me here in charge when he fell sick. So I know prayer can hold and God can answer prayer. You know, anything can change. If what the guy who got sick, the prophet who got sick, what was the name? He went, he got sick and he seriously and he still uh, got well. That's some one of the prophets, man. I just forgot his name. He was
Mm.
extremely. He got sick, everything. Oh, let's see the man who they will swallow. Anyway, in the will belly for
No,
3 days.
Jonah, right?
Yeah, Jonah. Everybody thought he was already dead because that was a miraculous thing that happened if you got swallowed by fish and you come out after 3 days. That's mysterious. That's what I call
Oh,
mysteriousness.
mm,
Okay, so with anything can happen in the Kofo, Nokofo case. Anything can happen if we all together join and send prayer on his behalf. Things can happen. You don't know.
that's true. That's true.
Exactly. So don't hesitate. Don't be reluctant because we're giving you the new, but we're telling you like it is.
We're
You
not
know.
God, though. We're not God. Yeah. God is our creator. So when God says yes, it's yes. When he says no, it's no. All right.
No.
We are just human beings saying because sometimes when you see people in certain condition, you lose hope. You listen to the doctors. The doctors will discourage you, that they will tell you things. But when God, intervene, it's a different thing. So like Tunis is saying, and Abu Bakr Kamara, our brother in the United States, is saying, we just got to keep praying for him because prayer answereth things. So all of us who are fans, and Nokofo is a very good person. Nokofo, when he first went to the States, he confided in me and told me that Wendell, when I got here first, I was doing like 2, 3 jobs. So I said, but why you was burning yourself like that? He said, you know why? I didn't see it as a burning because I was trying to help some of my friends. The guy is a caring person. He said the reason I was doing 2, 3 jobs, not to help my brothers and sisters because they were all financially potent. They were people who could, help themselves. But I was doing it to, help some of my friends. People like you, Wendell. I remember he was our big brother. We all grew up in the same community. He was somebody I was always around before he left for the States. So we had that, personal interaction before he left. So he was one person. After every other month, he would do a list of names and send money to everybody. In fact, he went to the extent of buying tickets for friends and family.
So
God's
true.
stranded, wanted to travel. They didn't have the hand to buy a ticket. Nokofo was there for them. You know,
Hmm.
yeah, that's the kind of person he is.
Even what is born it, who the Jato, what's his name again?
Dakwana?
Dakwana. When Dakwana came in this country, the first time he visited this country, it was Nkofu that called me because Nkofu far away from Kennedy Airport. He's in Maryland. I'm in New York. He encouraged me to go and pick him up. That's the kind of person he is. Okay. But anyway, how was our game today? What you think? Did you watch it?
Yeah, I saw portion of the game. I saw portion of the game. I mean, Manchester was, were too upbeat for the guys. They couldn't stand the performance from the team. Manchester was just superb. Coming in the first half, nailing 3 goals and coming back, not conceding a goal. I think it was a good performance from the team away. We played that game away, and it was good. So I
You know,
think Manchester, from what I'm seeing, Manchester, despite our performance in the Premiership, I'm quite sure we can make a comeback. From the Europa to the Champions League.
you know, when we bring soccer, we silence our brother here, Solomon. You go
He
to
knows
Solomon,
nothing about football.
now in the football, you muted Solomon. When you go to Solomon house, Solomon he has some kind of cable box that or any sport in this world you want to watch, you will get it. except you don't want to watch it. But all sport you're interested in, he has a little box that you can pay for. He has it. So even myself don't have it. I used to have it, but I got rid of it because of some reason. But he still doesn't. He's not interested in soccer.
I watched them. I watched the Honor 20 today with Kenya.
Yeah, he bring us to under 20 again.
And then I watched Chelsea game. Yeah, so I watched some of the games. But
Okay.
again, I'm not really into it like the way you guys are in. Since St. Joseph Warrior, my Cali boys, I don't know where they
Yeah.
are in Liberia now. Since
Oh
that
yeah.
time, my Cali boys gone. I don't
St.
know what.
Joseph,
I don't
St.
know.
Joseph Warriors.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Chelsea played today.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Chelsea played. Chelsea played and
again,
won. I think 2-0. I,
four.
I left the game 2
No,
0.
no, 4-1.
No, I mean I left the game 2
Oh,
0.
yeah.
Yeah.
Who Chelsea? What league was that?
Well, I don't know.
Okay, let me just get that information for you.
I know.
Yeah,
I watched the game.
Yeah, we're
because
saying
there's a Premier League. Premier League already played today. Premier League played. The only two teams played today in the Premier
Spurs
League.
play tonight, and Spurs and another team play tonight. So
And
those of you who are watching us, you can also help us the game Chelsea man Lawrence. What kind of game you played today? I was so concerned about Manchester United. So
I didn't see that one.
okay, so let me see what I can pop it up from here and get back to you guys.
But you guys don't watch basketball?
We
we were
do. We
we
watch basketball. Oh, we don't watch basketball.
Yeah, but I don't hear Tunis talk about basketball that much.
I think that Europa.
Yeah, Chelsea play
Yeah,
Europa. Yeah, Chelsea is in the
yes,
Europa League. Yes.
they are
So.
friendly.
Mhm.
They too. They play. They play away. So they
Mhm.
won 4-1. Yes, our
Yeah.
Europa the same thing with Man United. And
Yeah.
there's a
Man, you.
if both of them win their second leg, that means the two of them going for final.
Finals. Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, Chelsea and Man U, they're doing well in their own groups.
Hmm.
So that's
So
it. No,
You know,
why you guys not following?
Manchester is the only unbeaten team so far in the Europa. Tunis.
really?
Yes, Manchester have never been beaten in the Europa.
And they are the defending champ, right?
No, Manchester, we are not.
That you think so? And that's what brought them to Europa because they were
No,
the
Europa,
Hmm.
Manchester, not a defending champ. I
who
don't
the
want to believe
defending
so.
champ. Trust me, they are the defending champ. That's
No,
the
no, no, no,
reason.
no, 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 no. No,
Wait, let's
Manchester.
assume. Trust me, check it out. Because if you become the champion for Europa, you automatically can go back there without even if you made it in your group in the premier group. I think so.
I think it was a Spanish club that won, that is the defending champ. But we'll check it up. We'll check it up. Let the show continue. We'll check it up. Any of you have information on that, you can share with us. Who is the defending champ for the Europa? Please build us up with that information while we are still checking. But tonight is Thursday and is what's on your mind. Too many things to talk about. So I'm sending controls back to my guys. They will start up the show and then, I will summarize it. Then we start to take calls. But Teresa Joa Dixon is following from the United States. Welcome to the show. Joseph Michael Coty is watching from Tottenham City, Bowman County. And let me recognize some of the guys watching us here. Okay, let me write this name. Okay, this name. Fumba Okeye is watching from Grand Cape Mount County. Uh, SG Brisbane is watching. Manfred Gito is watching from. He said Chelsea is playing in the Conference League. What do you mean Conference League?
Europa,
Okay.
Europa
Yes.
Conference League.
We want to know who is the defending champ. All right. Because I think it was a Spanish club that won the Europa last season, but we'll confirm it. I'm not too sure of that, so we'll confirm it. But
Oh,
anyway,
I
those
think
of you, let's, huh?
yeah, I don't think it's a Europa League. It's a Europa Conference League. I think they are two different leagues.
Okay. So Winston Pogba is following the show from Chicken Soup Factory Community this night. Lawrence, Lawrence is watching from Gompa City, Nima County. Jonathan Tier is watching from Dwazon Community. April D. Bless is also watching. Amos M. Yale is watching. And Kwe B. Kamara. Amos M. Yale is watching from St. Jacob, Mount County. Kwe B. Kamara is it says, hello, gentlemen, watching you guys from Central Ward Community, Rapper Sport, Grand Cape, Mount County. A lot of folks are following from that end tonight. So
Yeah.
all of you watching,
You,
thanks for watching. Back to
you're
you
right.
guys.
It's a Spanish team, Atlanta.
Okay.
Atalanta.
No, there's an Italian team. Atalanta is from Italy.
Okay, they're the one. They are the champion. Yeah, defending
Okay.
champion.
All right. Hello to you, Rebecca Sayon. Welcome to the show. Watching from Minnesota, Rebecca K. Sayon. Welcome to the show. And let me see. Dino Dennis is watching. Thanks for joining. Though Jackie Jackson is also following this live. Tunis, you
Yeah.
guys can now take controls.
Okay. Before we take control, we'd like to give you the the weather report for Friday. This coming tomorrow, Friday. The weather report saying that you. Let me give it to you. It's 86 tomorrow, but you must expect tomorrow there won't be any sun, no sun coming out. As we see from our board here, it's going to be 86, 70%, 20% rain. It's going to be humid, even though no sun, but it's going to be like almost like today. But it's going to be a little bit like tomorrow. You'll be hearing lightning, thunder, and all of that. You
So that
hear it
weather
tomorrow.
that weather report you are reading out is said about Liberia or New York.
Liberia, Monrovia means
Okay.
specifically Monrovia.
What's
Okay.
about We Nation? How is it going to be in We Nation tomorrow?
Monrovia. We are in Monrovia. We're talking about Monrovia. Okay. Monrovia, you guys who listening tomorrow, if you're coming out, the weather will be a little bit, it's going to be warm, hot. There's no sun tomorrow. It will be a little scattered of rain, lightning, thunderstorm. You experience those things, but at all you don't expect sun coming out. Don't expect. It's going to be almost like today. All right, almost like today, and the wind will be 8 miles per hour. It's not going to be too heavy. The wind will not be too. Do you not feel it? But you will taste it a little bit. That's May 2nd, Friday, tomorrow. They will break with you with. They'll be cloudy. Going to be cloudy for you. 20% rain in the morning, in the afternoon. In the evening, it's going to be extremely you will hear the thunderstorm around 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You will hear heavy lightning and thunderstorm. So you must expect that. The chicken roll them around at 6, 7, 8, 9, you must go in the house. Don't come outside because lightning and thunder.
Man, I think that Everton team, man, I think in who?
Against the chicken roll. All of our boys Scouts, most of them died.
Okay.
Uh,
Listen, at least we will take time. We from Freedom FM, nighttime spin. When time permit, most of the time we'll be reading you the weather report. You might say, "Oh, I can see. I don't care about the weather report because I can see on my phone that and that." They paying people here with the Western world we live in America. They paying people making millions of dollars in per year. Every
but
now and then, every 10 minutes, they're telling us the weather. Every 10 minutes, you look in it, any news station, every 10 minutes, they're giving her the report, weather report. So don't say, oh, I'm just wasting your time. It's beneficial to certain people. Okay?
so,
So that's you
so
can
do
leave it.
we have do we have the weather people in Liberia like the meteorologist?
No, I don't think so, man. I think we are the first among all stations in Liberia. Sometimes we read weather report here, and people were somebody call here one time and say, "Why we stop giving the weather report?" So you must know people listen. Somebody call on one of our shows, say, "Why you stop giving the weather report?" It's not that we're going to be accurate all the time because even in America, yeah, not all the time they are accurate. They can say thing today and something else happen. But that doesn't stop them from giving the weather report every 10 minutes. We even have one station called New York One. That one, every time, like 1 minute, 1 minute after the hour, they give the report. 11 minutes after, they give the weather report. 21 minutes after, they give weather report. 31 minutes after, they give weather report. 41 minutes after, that's why they call them New York One. So we are not wasting our time. This is what we with the station they do when you are broadcasting. You give the important things that happen in the country. You see, when the Pope died, even though everybody heard about it, but we still officially said it on our show here that the Pope had passed away and blah blah, and he will be buried on Saturday. So that's it, Solomon. Back to you.
Okay, so what is the topic for discussion tonight, or anything you say?
What's on your mind? Don't
You
forget
know,
what's
you know,
on your mind.
today is Thursday, and every Thursday is what's on your mind. So, what we do first, as panelists, we give our own, burning issues, and then we invite the audience to form part. But I like to recognize a couple of folks watching. Gus Koma is watching. Sarah Skofawia is watching from Broville City. Wissam Faki is also following. So far, so good. Those are the guys that have just joined us. Ignatius Wia is watching from Rainbow Community there in Broville City. So, Solomon, what is on your mind? You can tell us in 2 minutes or
Okay.
3 minutes, and then we go back to Tunis.
Well,
Solomon, Solomon don't know time. Oh.
what what's on my mind? Actually, I read something from Freedom Radio today regarding uh, Honorable Kofa resignation proposal, uh, and that I didn't understand what Freedom was actually talking about, or whether that was the reality. So that's why on my mind, because uh, what I actually saw there was that, oh, he's gonna resign, and then they're gonna have election. So that is on my mind. I don't know what it is. It's a reality. It was on
I
Freedom Radio. I
think
read it.
I think that was a condition used that if the if Speaker Kofa resigns, then exactly there's going to be a vacancy for speakership election.
Well,
Yeah,
but
but
that's a fake
but
news anyway.
the speaker the constitutional speaker did not resign.
And we don't want for him to resign. We want for him to go through the rule of law. I know he's no longer interested in being a speaker, but he should stay there until the right thing is done. Um, he's supposed to be there until and some of the stuff is Kun should not be allowed to run because that's going to be the same problem. So the two of them should be the illegal speaker should not be allowed to run. He ran the first time, he didn't win. Then he overthrew, and then he's there as a regime rebel speaker. So I don't think him being there will create the space of the unity that they're pushing for, because he's going to be you're going to be taking on the other maybe 33 or so lawmakers who were on the side of the law. And if Honorable Funati stays on, the other people will think, well, he's going to retaliate on them. So in order for us not to go through the retaliation and other stuff, I think it would be good that Kun don't be given the chance to run.
I think the stations, Freedom FM stations, internet giving serious problem. That's what's happening right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, I don't think he's frozen. I see him moving.
I say it's giving problem. You can see the strength of the internet is all going away. Look at yours and look at mine. You see,
I don't even see what.
the strength is right over you. You see what?
So, are you not hearing me, Tunis?
We are hearing you now, but your internet giving serious problem.
Yeah, I think the weather is getting bad. That's the country we find ourselves. Everything
You
is
see the
just.
strength right over you, Solomon. Even you two keep giving problem too. You
Well,
see right where you see the mic. That's the internet strength.
yes, I see. I have a full. I mean, even when that has a full, I think about 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe
But
5.
it keep going,
It,
coming
it
back.
fluctuates. It fluctuates.
Okay.
That's what's happening. But you guys are okay. Everything is working perfectly. I mean, we can move on like that.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
what you just brought up, Solomon, is a fake news. I'm reading it here. I read the same thing and I went on front page. Front page saying that the Speaker of the House of Representatives, J. Fanati Kofa, is poised to resign in a mix of in weeks of political tensions and dispute over his leadership of the 55th legislature. And sources within the legislatures confirmed that Speaker Kofa and a block of supportive lawmakers have drafted and submitted a formal resignation proposal to former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. Sirleaf was selected to receive the communications due to her passive neutrality, absence of political ambition, and her current role within Ecuador diplomacy. Then they say, as part of the negotiated terms, Kofa will receive all outstanding salary and benefit due him during the leadership's dispute. Additionally, lawmakers previously suspended by the majority bloc will begin receiving their salaries again starting May 1st. Former President Sirleaf is expected to submit Kofa resignations letter to the chief clerk of the House ahead of its next sessions on May 13. Upon its formal presentations and acknowledgement, the House is expected to declare the speakerships vacant. According to legislative procedure, Deputy Speakers Thomas P. Fowler will take temporary charge of the House and preside over the elections of the new speakers within 60 days as required by the standing rule and order. Kofa resignations could mark a pivotal moment in effort to resolve a protracted leadership crisis that has stalled legislative activities and deepened political divisions in the lower house. The upcoming speakers' elections will likely shape the directions and tone of the 55th legislatures in the month ahead. That's he denied some part of it. I don't know. As I read it today, like it
But
didn't
but
happen.
but, but Tunis, let me also read something I'm reading from the front page Africa here. And it says Speaker Kofa confirms consultation on transition and dispels resignation rumors. And Battle
Exactly.
Speaker,
That's
yeah,
exactly what I was trying to read.
and Battle Speaker of the House of Representatives Jay Fonati Kofa has broken his silence amid swelling rumors about his resignation, confirming that he is currently engaged in nationwide consultation over his potential transition from the speakership. All right. In continuation, in a formal statement issued Thursday, Speaker Kofa addressed widespread speculation on social media and traditional media suggesting his imminent resignation, describing the reports as unsubstantiated claims that risk creating confusion and division. Why I am deeply touched by the outpouring of concern for my personal well being and the integrity of the office I hold. I wish to address these matters with clarity and transparency, Kofa stated. He reaffirmed his commitment to the rule of law, referencing the recent Supreme Court decision that upheld the legitimacy of the current legislative leadership, a ruling that many believe had cemented his position. I have always maintained that the laws of our nation must serve as the ultimate foundation for resolving disputes, including the current impasse within the legislature. The Supreme Court's recent ruling has definitively resolved this matter, and I fully respect and uphold its decision, Kofa added. While stopping short of confirming a resignation, the speaker revealed that he is in the process of holding consultations with lawmakers and other national stakeholders from all sides in the legislature to determine the appropriate path forward. So we can stop here for now.
Hmm. So that's your concern today. I don't think that is. Yeah, anyway, anything can happen in Liberia. Liberia government today is a little bit fragile now. You can't even know what is happening and what is not happening. Everything is just upside down in the country. But my concern is I I read something from Page Africa today about the digital ID cards. All citizens should take ID card. It's mandatory, and all those who are foreigners should take foreigner ID card. Um, I mean, I think that's a good thing because you cannot be in a country, even in every civilized country, you need an ID card. This is, I think, um, is an order from the president. I think some other what 147. It's mandatory. You go and take your license. I mean your ID card, which is very very good. I will encourage if this is true, go and take a ID card. City ID. Even in this country where we are, the moment you get in this country, the first thing your family do for you is to go get your state ID. The same state ID will stand all your informations in this world is on that ID. The state ID. So you will leave your passport, your other ID card home, but you have to work with your state ID. When you get a license, driver license, the state ID they gave you, all they're going to change on that state ID is the state ID. When they put driver license on it, there's nothing going to change. The only thing going to change is state ID, the word state ID, and then they put driver license on top of it in place of state ID. But all other information will stay the same: your date of birth, your whatever, your address, your height, and when that ID card will expire. Those information will be there. So that's a you. It's compulsory that you will have to. and you pay for it too. It's not free. You pay for it. Okay. So if they are introducing that in Liberia, I will encourage you guys to go ahead and take it. I think do try to bring it up at one time, but we did not pay much attention to it. But it's not you. I mean, next door to us, Ivory Coast, the Liberian that went there, they experienced it. Some of them were arrested for car de jour. I don't know if that's how they call it, but I think so. So they were arrested for that. They can arrest you.
Card identity. Yeah, you got to show your card identity.
Yes. If you don't have it, they can bring you to the prison. It's same thing in this country. If the police arrest you and you do not have an ID in your pocket to identify who you are, they can take you to the prison and make sure to call your house to bring your ID or to identify who you are. The same thing in this country, they do it.
And Tony, with that being said, even my son went to Ghana recently, and he's required to get an ID. But the ID, they will tell you that it is non-resident ID, but it's an ID that you need to have. And then when you get the ID that is not a Ghanaian resident ID, but you have ID to identify you, which country you're from, and of course Ghana is rating on it because that's a country that giving you the ID, and then giving you to get phone number or SIM card to be registered in your name. You need to have some level of ID, and the ID that you have is not Ghanaian resident ID. The phone number, your phone number will be different from those that have Ghanaian resident ID. So an ID is very essential. And Tunis, thank you for bringing that up to our American listeners. I think May 6th will be the deadline for those who don't have the real ID, whether it is driver license or state ID. It is mandatory that we get the real ID. If you don't have the real ID, you will not be able to board any airplane here, and you will not be able to enter any federal building without the real ID. And the real ID has two categories. They have the other one that is a little bit advanced. That one you can use it to just travel to any of these neighboring countries like Mexico and Canada. So the deadline for that is I think it's May 6th. I don't think it's 16th, but May 6th. So those of you who don't have your real ID, you should get your real ID. This is serious. They started it since 2016, I think it was, but many of us, we like to pull up with things, but they're not going to be taking ordinary ID, ordinary driver license with all the real ID. They're not going to, those will not be in use anymore. But thank you, Tony, for bringing that up.
Yeah, that's what we are here for, to give you vital information. That's what Nighttime Spin is here for. And if you didn't get it all day while you're in bed, trying to do your kumeme or homework, so we can give it to you. It's not all the time that you have to go to bed, go to sleep with sweet, soft music. Sometimes the vital informations to put you to sleep when you wake up in the morning. You will have conversations outside there. When you meet people talking about it, you can at least join it. I heard it from Freedom FM. And we are, whatever you get from here is authentic. It's no fake news from us, because we try by all means to give you what is happening around the world. But in Liberia, if you have to, please make sure you get your card de jour, ID cards. In any civilized world, you have to walk with ID card in your pocket, even if it's a student ID card, but something to identify you, so that if anything happened to you while you're out of your house, you live somewhere around Douala, then you happen to go to Cinco for something, then you just fall all of a sudden. The first thing people want to know who this person is. Mm-hmm. Now, if you do not have ID, then you become unknown. In this country, the unknown, they call them John Doe. That's their name in this country. The moment they name you John Doe, that means they don't know you. You have no identity in America. John Doe.
What about John Doe, that real name in Liberia?
Yeah, I mean, but in the country, the moment they name you John Doe, I mean, you got no identity. So just imagine you reach to Douala, you come from Douala, you go to visit someone around the area, you don't find the person, then you trap all over country, you're unconscious. How they going to identify you? They take you to care you to the hospital. No identification. It's not civilized for your own self. Forget about how much the government going to eat and that, but try to get that official identification, which is the government ID. In this country here, the official identification is the state ID, or driver license. That's the official. As anyone who live in this country, they will tell you that. Either they reach soon you know how to drive, you go for your license. That I see state ID will turn to driver license. They only replacing state ID to driver license, but all the other information stay the same. So please, we encourage you to take it. Go ahead, my brother.
And when you talk about the domicile or where you live, it is the ID, the state ID or your driver license will tell your domicile, the domicile where you live and things like that. So it's very important. But in Liberia, I thought they have digital ID already, the citizen ID, isn't it?
No, they have digital voting registrations, all of that biometric. But the state, this country ID.
The national we have the national identification registry. That's the group responsible to issue biometric ID card. All right, that's the biometric ID card. If you remember during the George Weah administration, it was mandatory that if you don't have your national ID card, all right, your national ID card, you cannot access the bank. All right. When you're civil servant, you go take your pay, you would need the national ID card. You know? All right. Okay. All right. Like here in my hand here is a driver license. All right. You see here it's a driver license. This is how a driver license is. All right.
It looks beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
That's a driver license. Yeah, you see it. It's so beautiful.
Yeah, it's almost like our own here.
Mm-hmm.
The other one is that your thumb or that's your other photo?
Which one? That's the other photo.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we have similar thing like that. Yeah.
Yeah, you see here. That's another photo here.
Okay.
And this is a missing ID card, a missing driver license. Somebody misplaced their driver license.
Okay.
And it was found and brought here. So it's stay here. One Daniel Willem Daniel or Daniel Willem. So
I thought that was your Freemason ID.
No. I'm not a Mason. I'm not into that.
Okay, like I was saying, this news came out yesterday, April 30th, by Willie N. Topa. He said Monrovia, President Joseph Boakai has signed Executive Order number 147, making it compulsory for all Liberian citizens and foreign residents to enroll in the National Biometric Identification System, NBIS, as part of a nationwide push for digital transformations and improved national security. So it's effective immediately. The order requires any individual residing in Liberia for 90 days or more to obtain either a biometric national ID card for citizen or a foreigner ID card for non-citizen. These ID cards will now serve as the primary means of identifications for accessing critical services, including banking, telecommunications, healthcare, education, and immigration. So that's what it came out yesterday. So the particular ID card is it's going to all your monetary affair, your health, go to hospital, your healthcare, your banking, it would, because the moment they put your ID card in anywhere, your whole information will come up. You know, within a civilized and improved country, I mean, world today, the digital world we live in today is good for us. So we got to get involved. You can't leave back behind and everything come to you surprisingly. When cell phone came in the world newly, as they met in the 90s, people were afraid to get involved. They say, "Oh, I got phone in the house. Why I got to get phone?" But now, no home phone anymore.
I get
You know,
home phone. I get home phone.
myself, I get home phone, but what's the use? No
That's
use.
my home phone.
I get home phone myself, but yeah, my home phone. Yeah, let me show you my home phone. Yes, my home phone. But
Okay.
the only reason I use my home phone now is to fax. That's why I use it for fax. Even that, you can even fax on your phone. You
Mhm.
can. I got a fax on my phone. I don't have to even use it, so it's just there. I don't use it. You know, I can fax on my phone. I can receive fax on my phone. Everything now is on the phone. Everything. Now, even us now in America, what we do, instead of you put your ID in your hand, I mean in your pocket, moving around, and something happened to it, you just take a photo of it on your phone. In
Mhm.
America, it's accepted when you show your ID on the phone to any policeman. It's accepted. You have to honor it. So because your phone, nobody wants to leave their phone home anyway. That's the last thing you want to leave home, especially when you're married. People can go as far as Cinco. They live in Douala. They say, "Oh, where's my phone?" They will come right back to get our phone.
Mhm.
When there's something wrong with your system, we're not hearing you.
No, I'm not talking. No, I'm not
Oh,
talking.
oh.
I just started talking. Now I was listening. You got me laughing
Okay.
here.
Man,
And
man, we will forget our
uh,
phone home. You will come back to get it. So,
Mhm.
guys, that's it.
well,
Let's open the line and hear from our people, or if you got anything to add to it, that's what on our mind. Thank you.
I think you've already set the basis for you already spoke my mind, and I don't want to be repetitious. So I think we can go to the lines and hear from our people.
Okay.
So let me just recognize Miata Dan is watching. Jay Winston Nelson, he's the junior brother to Nokofo, the man who was just talking about. He's watching from Minnesota, Eben Pierre, Minnesota. That's where he is. Jay Winston Nelson. Welcome to the show. My friend Wef is also watching. Madia C. Nyakun is watching from Minnesota. Frances Port Nimne is also watching from where it's not indicated. But all of you watching us, those of you on our Facebook field, I'm just reading those comments from my personal Facebook page. And we read all the comments we have on our StreamYard. All right. Those of you who are listening, you don't have the time to call. You can drop what is on your mind there. We'll read them out for you because we have a lot of time to do that. So we are about to go to the phone lines, and please, my people, y'all know when your call with feedback will cut you off. So
We never
don't waste.
before you go to the line. Let's give Solomon 1 minute to say the last word before we join the
Okay,
listeners.
okay, Solomon, go ahead.
Oh, the thing I was gonna say, are we on YouTube? Because I have our show on the screen, but I just see the blank screen. I don't see us, so I don't know whether you have us on YouTube as well as Facebook.
And we know,
Uh,
we can join you now to read the comments too, because it's showing over here too.
that would
Yeah,
be
we can.
good because sometimes the low can be too much for my one. I'll be taking calls at the same time. I will be reading text messages. So it's better we share the responsibility. I will take the calls and you guys will read the message or the
Yeah,
comments.
Solomon, you know where to read it from, right? Look on your right hand, upper right hand, you will see a chat. Just click on
Yeah,
chat.
I don't see all of them. I
You
don't think I
see
have all.
chat on your right hand, right?
Yes, uh-huh. There was 22 messages.
Yeah, just click on the chat. Click
Hmm?
on it and they will open.
Yes, uh-huh.
If you want to read
Yeah.
it for us, you can do that.
I can read.
Okay, let me just read some of it before you take some.
Let me
Okay,
read
yeah,
what I meant.
yeah, Mohammed Masari, I don't know the last name because Mohammed on the MA showing. He said, "Hi, I'm watching from Mamadi Dakate Intellectual Forum in Checotan, St. Francis Community." And we got Winston Poker. He said, "I'm following up the show from Chicken Soup Factory Community this night." Then we have Lawrence Bam. I'm watching from Gumpa City, Gumpa City, Nima County. Then we have Jonathan T. Say Freedom FM. Hi, Freedom FM. I'm watching you from Duazon Community to be precise. We have April D. Bless. I am watching you from Omega Community inside Connex. We have Amos M. Yali Nelly. Good evening, guys. I'm following from St. J. Kidman County. We have Queer B. Kamara. They say, hello, gentlemen, watching you guys live from Central Ward Community, Robert Sport, Grand Kidman County, West Liberia. We are SG Bomimbo something. Good evening. I'm watching from Lower Virginia, Hotel Africa Road, Unity Conference Center Junction. We have Fumba Okenye. That's my relative right there. I'm watching you live from Grand Cape County, Chene, Liberia town. We have Fuma again. Fuma say, "Oh my goodness, I got late, but how far you guys gone?" Says Sheikh Suleiman. Salam alaikum. He's talking to me. Fuma again say, "Damn, Fuma, you alone going like that? Away in Jene, I way in Jene, Liberia town, Grand Cape Mom. And I'm not following football game now. Okay, I think we're discussing football. And we have more Fred G. Tui. Manfred G. Tui watching from Monrovia, Liberia. Chelsea is playing in the conference league. We got that. Thank you so much for that information. And we got Andrew Tina Atlanta from Italy. Oh, yes, that's a guy. That's a defending Europa champion, Atalanta. Thank you again for that information. We got Clone Destiny E. I'm following from District 15. And we got damn, I mean, plenty. I think we might take the plenty. We can continue when you come back.
All right,
Thank you.
Tunis.
Yeah,
Thank you very
thank
much for bringing us the comments. We'll go back to Tunis later on to read out more comments because that's how we do the show. We read comments and come take calls. We take calls and go back to comments. So we are about to open up the lines for you to call in, and those of you who are listening to us in the diaspora. All right, if you're in Asia, you're watching us. You're in Europe. You're in America. You're somewhere in Africa, and you're listening to us, and you don't have the time to call. You can drop your comments. What is on your mind? You can drop it there. Tunis will read it. If not, I will read for you. And anywhere you are, you can call and make your input too. So those of you who are outside Liberia, we have a special number for you to call, the WhatsApp number +231 886 500 104 +231 886 500 104. Tunis, if you can help us put the WhatsApp there for us, +231 886 +231 886 500 104
you. All right.
+231 886 500 104. All right, that's the WhatsApp number. You can call and make your contribution. The numbers here locally are 0776 104 104 086 500 104. And the female line is 0777 Call and tell us what is on your mind. All right. We want to hear from you tonight. What are those burning issues on your mind? You can take 1 minute to make your contribution. Let's take our first caller. Hello.
Yeah, hello, good morning.
Good morning. Welcome to the Nighttime Spin. Sir, tell us your name and where you're calling from.
I'm Vani Zemo. I'm calling from Benson Street.
Vani Sharma, you have 1 minute to say what's on your mind.
Yeah, Zemo, not Shemo, but Zemo.
Oh, Zemo.
Yeah. Thank you very much. What really on my mind is that is the issues of the Honorable Speaker. I think the fire gone now. I think you should see a reason to see how best to forget about everything because I think you have been betrayed by some guys.
You want who to you want who to forget about the speakership?
The Honorable Kofa, I know he's behind the right thing to be done, but I'm also appealing for of Liberia. You should just forget about the issues of the speakership and saying his resignation.
Don't you think people will see that as Kofa being weak if it doesn't if it doesn't stand for the rule of law?
For now, we know that Kofa is very strong because based upon the strength of Kofa, it makes us to notice that the government is very weak. But just for peace sake, we want Kofa. Kofa is very strong. We know that as a Liberian now, that the rule of law, but he makes them to be unpopular now to the citizens. So in that view, we wanted to just send a resignation and relax him and go do an honorable or representative job. Instead, we don't want to resign and leave the hall. You should just read it. Now you are already sending a caveat. So even this government, so they are very well unpopular. You see what is going on now? It's very tough, but it's just no way to win. It's just honorable. Okay, you have already has the battle, but
Okay.
it's tough. It's very tough.
Thank you very much. Thanks for your contribution.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much. I like the way the caller put it. You know, he is saying that Kofa has proven something to Liberia and the rest of the world because he stood his ground. You know, not giving up the fight so easily, knowing the fact that he was removed illegally. So he decided to channel his grievances through the courts and he got redress. So, like Kofa said, that is not a win for him, but he's just trying to build democracy, that the rule of law in every country must be respected. So, Liberia is of no exception. That's why Kofa decided to stand his grounds. But let's keep the calls coming in. This is time for the call 0776 104 104. 0886 500 104 and the female line is 0770 297 Today is Friday, I'm sorry. And we are here on this edition of the show, What's on Your Mind? Let's take this caller. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Nina.
Good morning. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Good morning to tonight. And those who follow the podcast.
Good morning.
Oh, Hussein, welcome to the show. Hussein, you're not sleeping. You're still listening to Freedom. That's good having you listening. Let's hear your contribution, Hussein.
Yeah, this is what I love best. So I put my time to listen to the radio, more especially Freedom. Yes, so in considerations of what is on the mind, the upper proof of point, but later I observed and noticed there was some compromise.
There were compromise?
Yeah, there were compromise. The options, one of the options that were given to the majority bloc in the executive was to pay those lawmakers who were suspended, I think for 3 or 4 months, and the executive pay that amount today in their account.
Yeah, because the court
go out.
I will give you. I just want to. I just want to make some clarity
Yes,
because the Supreme Court instructed that the Ministry of Finance should release the salary of those suspended lawmakers because, quote unquote, that they were suspended illegally. So their severance benefits should be given to them, not the executive.
yeah, I agree that the Supreme Court instructed that they should be paid.
Mm,
In fact, they were suspended illegally. Yeah, that was a ruling for the Supreme Court.
mm.
But with that, the word compromise for the residents of Kufa, yes, it proof of plan. But what I think that they should have done was to give an option that, in fact, all those were not that were suspended should be paid. In fact, today, all of them received their amount in bulk. But another disappointment, they didn't even come up to those who are advocating for them that are this with a banner.
You
They didn't
said you
receive
said
their
you,
salary.
you said they received their salary today.
I'm saying this to you, Mr. Nime. Every one of them was suspended.
Hussein, I want you to be on the record. I
On the
want
record,
you to. So, are you telling us the Liberian people are listening? Are you telling us today that those suspended lawmakers received their salary today?
every one of them started receiving. If they are, all of them have not
Hey,
received, or some of them.
Hussein,
Yes,
Hussein.
because Mr.
I
Nime,
want you.
have
I
to
want
get
you. I
down.
want you to be definite. You can't tell us here and say if some of them. You got to be exact.
Okay, they have started receiving their benefit. Some of them receive in bulk. Some of them receive in bulk today.
Man.
They got their
Hussein,
allowance.
Hussein.
I'm saying this to you as a fact. I'm not
But you said all of them first.
like them. They receive, some of them receive their suspension benefit today in bulk. I'm saying this to you as a fact.
So where's the point? Where's the point now?
The compromise. So they started receiving. I don't know whether they will have a press conference tomorrow. or Monday.
So where is the compromise you're talking about?
The compromise here is yes, you were suspended. And all those who were advocating for you to receive your suspension benefit, you started receiving, you have now come up with a press conference, informing that
My man, Hussein, stop putting out the kind of listen argument, man. That
No,
listen.
you're not doing so, Mr. Nime.
No. That you're being very lazy. You coming to tell us here, say the people then receiving salary, all of those who are advocating for them, they need to come up with a press conference to tell the first thing first that their salary was taken from them illegally. So that's something they work for. They deserved it. All right.
Yes.
And not something to beg, and not something to go beg for. They work for it, so you gotta pay them.
For him. Yes,
Uh-huh.
that's an entitlement. Yes, that is entitlement. But Mr. Nime, you are not aware that they started receiving. That is a privileged information, right? So
What a privileged information.
Why would you be the one to give it to us? If it's true, it will be the newspaper.
What privilege about this information you gave it after the court instructed the people to give the people their salary? Is it a privileged information?
Yeah, but you didn't know that they are started receiving. So,
But they didn't.
But
They
but
it
didn't-
was indicated. It
But
was
didn't the
indicated that
Ministry
we're
of-
going to start receiving money on the 1st of May.
Yeah, didn't the Ministry of Finance instructed that the money was paid? Was remitted into the legislature account. Didn't you listen to that?
Yeah, I followed that, right?
Oh man,
So,
don't
Mr.
can't tell me
Nime,
about
so,
privileged
let me
information.
end on this note, right? Let me
Go
end
ahead.
Giving them too much money.
We found on the 12th this month.
Okay, thank you,
Thank you.
thank you, Hussein. Thank you very much.
So,
Thank
who resigned in the 12th month?
The man say Fanatico Fire is resigning on the 12th of the month. Thank you, Hussein. Thanks for your contribution.
Thank you. If you don't resign the 12th, I'll not participate on your show.
Oh, look at you. Let go, man. Let's talk to the man. Hello.
Good morning, Mr. Nime. How are you?
I'm fine. Thanks for asking. What's your name and where you calling from?
I'm Ruben Kai calling from Nancy.
All right, Ruben, I'm here with Solomon and Suleiman. You care to say hi to them?
I say hi to Joshua.
Okay, go ahead. Let's hear your contribution.
Yeah, no, I think I've been doing your LUC for the maintenance of the life, the street lights. They put a street light when it goes out, they don't really have us so much. care on the maintenance of the land.
Okay, so that is what on your mind, the maintenance of the street lights.
Of course.
Okay, Ruben, thanks for calling. Let's talk to another person. Good morning.
Oh, yeah.
Good morning. The man called me Odell, then he goes off. Sorry, I didn't cut you off. The man said Odell. My name is Wendell. It's not Odell. Let's talk to this person. Hello.
Yeah, hello?
Yeah, how are you?
Okay,
Hello? Caller, are you there? You gone mute, oh, caller, are you there?
yes.
All right, go.
Yeah, my headband.
I said, take your time. Take it. Hello. Take your time now. Let's interact. What's your name?
I'm Brother Howard Thomas calling from Battery Factory.
Okay, brother Howard Thomas, what is on your mind? Let's hear you now.
Yeah, what on my mind is the U.S. rate that increases the poverty rate in Liberia here.
Okay.
Yeah, the U.S. rate is very high. If this government can come in and this U.S. is 200.
When last? Howard, when last you changed money?
200 rate.
$200?
Yeah, 200 for $5 here, which means $1 is 200 in Liberia now.
You kidding me? I can play with US also. I even know. So you don't say don't alley, know. I can play with US, so I know. But let's keep the calls coming in. I just canceled somebody call. I'm so sorry for that. Let's talk to this person. Hello.
Yeah, we are here.
Yeah. Good morning. Welcome to the show.
I'm Batman. Let me see what's up to you, brother Tony and brother Smoke, and the rest of the crew.
Hey, Eddie P. Hello, my man. We good. Go ahead. Let's hear your contribution. What's on your mind? All the way there from Chicken Soup Factory.
Yeah, the first thing is I just want to say that I can put it on my boy because I will talk on.
Mm-hmm.
Well, everybody that contributed to my boy, we just want to say thank you. God continue to bless you for your effort that you have done for me. You really, really showed me love. So I just want to tell you thank you. But you see, we get a lot of people on this. If you get a president, irrespective of the Supreme Court of Liberia, I tell you, if the Liberian people will not rise up to stay, we continue to suffer in this country. Anybody can just come on and do anything, and nothing will come from all. It's wrong. Don't say forget that kid, he get fucking get experience, he get everything that he do. You dare respecting the Supreme Court, there people sitting here today and fighting and backing it. But you know everything you do, it will haunt you in the near future. What you want to do to our country, let him do it. But one good thing out there, if he see that 6 years, that 100 years, then he get a mistake. Let me just tell you, anything you want to do, you do it. But the poor people sitting here, what good, like I said, they are not stepping. We all sit here, the church people, the Muslim people, everybody who sit here, they respecting our constitution, and they respecting the Supreme Court. Nobody talking about anything about it. It is wrong, Mr. Baggett. You take oath to defend the constitution, but look at how you they respecting everything in our country. Can you position you they respecting everything? But I can tell you, they will haunt you. The day you leave power, that is time we will fight you. Thank you for the opportunity. This is Eddie P.
Thank you very much. T. Willett Type, welcome to the show. I'm told you are following there from Barnesville. Welcome. It's good having you this early morning following the program. Let's talk to this caller. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, we lost that caller. We still have time. Let's keep the calls coming in. Let's keep the calls coming in. Let's go back to the phone lines and take this person. Hello.
Hello.
Oh my God, I will have to let you go. Anybody call with feedback? I don't take feedback on the show. So if you want to call, you have to reduce the volume of your radio. All right, so we can enjoy the conversation. Are you call me in that kind of a terrible noise? Let me talk to this person. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. I'm on the line. Am I credit finished?
Yeah, it's good to have you back. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was speaking on a rate of US because I called my name already.
Yeah, Howard, you say $1 US now is 200 Liberian dollars?
Yeah, it's 200 in Monrovia here, around Monrovia, all over is 200 here. When you not give 200, they can't give you the data.
Oh yeah.
You enter the store.
You
it's
mean
200.
is it the buying rate or the selling rate? Which one is that?
When you carry, for example, now they sell sugar for $50 in Liberia here.
Mm-hmm.
So if you carry, the man says $50 US for sugar in Liberia, and you don't have the US, you have Liberia, you bring 10,000.
Oh
So
wow.
you are on there, come 10,000 by 150 now, and not 200 rates.
Wow.
Yeah, so sugar bear in Liberia is 10,000 or 10,200 for sugar bear because they will tell you $50.
So you sell sugar, right?
No, specifically I sell dry goods, the biscuit, candy, all the things I buy the carton and sell.
Okay, but you know about the other commodity
All
prices.
those, yeah, because sometimes you look
Okay.
for ocean goods you sell.
Okay.
So this one, as you up there seeing, they say Labrador getting high, nothing making Labrador high. It's the US rate that making Labrador to be high.
Okay.
Because Labrador here now flour is sold for $45, and when they making flour to people here or to flour mill, and you buying flour for the $5, they say bring 9,000. So at the end of the day now, you find out that the person that going buy 9,000 buy sugar to fry it, they will be very, very soon, and the devil